So let's see how we can change the CSS to our sidebar. For example, if I inspect the element right here in the sidebar, you can see we have these ID testimonials, we have the H3 that says greatest vacation ever, and this is here in the sidebar that says testimonials, and here in the functions it says before title we have this H3 tag. So I'm gonna open the style.css and I'm gonna scroll a little bit. So right after this content, I'm gonna add a comment that says sidebar. And I'm gonna add an ID testimonials H3. And the color for this is gonna be the color that we are using, A00622. Next, I'm gonna add the font size of 20 pixels. Also, I'm gonna add the font size of 2 rem. And let's save and reload. Now you can see we have this text a little bigger. You can see we have this div class text widget, and this class is added by WordPress. So let's work with this. I'm gonna type testimonials text widget, and I'm gonna copy the same class. So open the braces, and I'm gonna type font size 20 pixels. I think it's kind of bigger, so I'm gonna change this for 80 pixels. Next, I'm gonna add another font size that says 1.8 rem. The line height for this is gonna be 30 pixels. Also, the color for this is gonna be a lighter gray, so I'm gonna type 67, 67, 67. Next, I'm gonna add a background image, and this image is here in the img folder, and it says SVG quote. So I'm gonna add img VG quote that is VG. Next, I have to remove the repeat for this background. By default, all the background image is gonna repeat, so I'm gonna type background repeat, no repeat. So it only will appear once. Next, I'm gonna type background position, and I'm gonna type left top. So I'm gonna position this on the left and on the top. I'm gonna add some padding left of 80 pixels. And finally, the font style for this is gonna be italic. So let's save and reload. Now you can see we have this, and let's see why this isn't working. SVG quote. So let's open this and paste it right here. You can see we have this, the quote that we have before. I'm seeing a problem here. Let's make this bigger, so let's copy this, and I'm gonna add a paragraph tag, and I'm gonna cut this, paste it right here. Now we have this a little bigger, so I'm gonna make this even bigger, so I'm gonna type 24 and 2.4. 2.4, so let's say and reload. I think it's looking better. You can also add here in the sidebar or in the widget some HTML text. So for example, if I add a span right here, span, and close this span, and let's say, and here in the testimonials, I'm gonna copy this and paste it. So I'm gonna add the span. I can style this span with CSS. I'm gonna type display block. The text align is gonna be right, text align, right, and also I'm gonna type a font style normal, a font weight bold. So let's save and reload. Now you can see we have the text for the testimonial. We have the quote, we have the title, and we have who is this testimonial. So I'm gonna type the margin top of 20 pixels. So you can see it's working. It's looking better. But if I make this smaller, you can see it's working great for the mobile device, but I'm gonna make some changes for the desktop and the tablet version, especially for the tablet version. So I'm gonna scroll a little bit, and here we have the 768 pixels. I'm gonna type primary, and this class is here in the page.php in the index. This is ID primary, and you can see it says class primary. So I'm targeting this class. So I'm gonna add here main content, and I'm gonna type primary, and I'm gonna flow this to the left. Next, I'm gonna add a width for the primary is gonna be 60%, and the padding right is gonna be 20 pixels. Let's save and reload. Now you can see we have this content little mess, but let's add another, let's say secondary, and this one is gonna be flow to the right. Next, I'm gonna add a width of 30%. We have 17%. What we have left is a 30%. Margin of 0, and finally the clear none. So let's save and reload. Now you can see we have this about us. So I'm gonna go to the backend of WordPress, and I'm gonna open the about us section, and I'm gonna change the content right here and here in the Lorem Ipsum website. So I'm gonna copy all of this, copy and paste it right here. Let's update and reload. Now you can see we are getting there. We are not quite yet there, but we're getting closer. We have the content right here, and we have the sidebar. We have the content and we have the sidebar. So I'm gonna make some adjustments to the sidebar. For example, I want a little padding here at the top. I'm gonna type testimonials, and I'm gonna scroll a little bit. Well, here is okay. I'm gonna type here in the testimonials, and let's add some padding of 80%. 80 pixels. Let's save and reload, and maybe 70 pixels. Little more. And I think it's looking great. So this way, if I make this smaller, you can see that the sidebar is at the bottom and the main content is here at the top. So we are continue working with the mobile first approach to our theme. You can see we have this image. So in the next video, we're gonna introduce the use of the feature image in WordPress.